For the fans, by the fans. Welcome to the only Angels postgame show that keeps it real, win or lose. No filters, no fluff, just raw reactions right after the final out. The Golden Stamos is polished up and somebody's about to take it home. A clutch hit, a game-saving grab, or just straight up hustle. We see you, but if you played like trash, you're getting the dreaded Nacho Night Award. We saw the missed calls, we saw the blown saves, the clutch moments, and the disasters too. Your comments are front and center, and yeah, we read all of them. Wanna let loose? Call in and sound off live. No scripts, no suits, no spin. This is raw, this is real, this is where the fans take over. This is the Hiti Postgame Show with Todd Fox. For the fans, by the fans.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, this is not Todd Fox today. This is Rob here from Hiti. And
Todd
this
got
game,
sexy.
yeah, a popular country relief of the swell photo there. This game, guys, today, this is a winnable game, hands down. This team, you got to pull this out. And organizational standpoint, this kind of just exposes everything what's wrong with this team here, with this organization as a whole. You're up, right? Everyone's hitting. Guys are getting on base. It's not looking too bad for Hendricks. However, we all know Kyle Hendricks has a 5 ERA for a reason. He is not out there at the 5 ERA just because he had one bad game. He has consistently had trouble later on with the lineups, second and third time around. He got you through 5. Get him the F out of that game. This is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful by Ron Washington himself. You get this guy, he finally steps up for you, 5 innings limit. And I don't know about you guys, remember the Mike Scioscia era. I was talking with Mr. Yaz. Mike Scioscia had Aaron Seeley, former pitcher for the Angels, World Series winner, under a 5-inning limit. And he did that because he had a struggling guy, exactly how Hendricks is doing. Struggling game in and game out. Shows little glimpses here and there. Get you through 2 innings, get you through 3. He got you through 5 unscathed. Got you through 5. Give up 1 run during that point in time, right? Get him the F out of the freaking game and turn to the bullpen. But wait, what's wrong? We don't have a bullpen. Why? Because the organization hasn't found the need to go ahead and grab somebody. Not a free agent who's actually worth a damn. No, let's go get a guy who he was okay a couple of years ago. 2 or 3, he was a good closer at one point. Well, why did he lose his job? He couldn't get outs. Well, same shit we're in now. So you guys throw in Zephyr John right here. He gets lit up. After Neris came in, pitched great. Throw the guy out there again. What do you have, 10 pitches? We're doing pitch counts too. We got to keep these guys healthy because, he's a little tired. He's 10 ERA. Yeah, I understand, but that's the best arm you got. Roll with it. Absolutely roll with it. I don't know right now why we're not signing freaking David Robertson, Will Smith, Joe Kelly. Get on the phone right now if I'm Perry Manasseh and telling Artie, hey, I need somebody. If Stevenson's out long-term, which we don't know, we'll never know because the 2 days out day-to-day turns into a 30-day IL stint, as Mike Trout has.
But bro, we got Chris Taylor. It's okay.
Yeah, that's it. Here we are getting Chris Taylor. And that's another thing. We get Chris Taylor, right? Put this guy in, and everyone's mad. And there's people in the comments here saying, hey, why don't we let Taylor warm up? That wasn't a freaking hit. That was a little dinker that found in the Bermuda Triangle that landed in between everybody. That was a sad, sorry piece of contact that he got lucky and fell through. But yet here, the honks are going to tell me, oh, he's going to get hot. That's a hit. That's a hit. Absolutely not. You mean to tell me that you don't think Matthew Lugo is better than this dude who can play infield, who's actually a third baseman, playing outfield? Yeah, he dropped the ball, but so does Chris Taylor. I don't want to hear this the BS. Excuse me, guys.
I'd rather take a chance on Lugo doing what he's going to do and bat 200 than watch this fucking asshole come from the Dodgers and just stink it up as a veteran and do the same shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Lugo has grit. He's hungry.
I'd rather pay less for the bullshit than pay more. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we're paying Lugo a lot less if I had to guess. We lost Rob. I guess I'm hosting it myself. Shit. Where he is.
Back to the agent.
Oh, I think Rob's got the Spectrum internet. Oh, no.
I'm back.
There he is. We're so
Don't
back.
try already. Don't fucking try. Anyways, this team here, they're hitting. They're getting on base today. right? You got 8 hits. You get 5 runs. Anytime you score 4 or more runs in Major League Baseball, you need to have the bullpen to back it up. It's a winnable game. This is BS right now. Right now, I feel like the freaking because I feel like the Yankees 10-0 right now. The freaking Dodgers, because they decided not to play. They only wanted to show up versus us, but that's cool. Anyways, let's go through the lineups here today. So far on this with this rant here, I can't get on with internet here. Sorry. The Lodge, man, it's got to be Sports Lodge sabotaging the show. But you go through, and everyone wants to talk trash, right? We all like talking trash. Zach Neto's not a leadoff hitter. Get him out the leadoff spot. I don't care what anyone says. He is not a contact type hitter who works accounts. He's a go get you kind of guy. I like him at number 2. Nolan Shanaway, I'm not a big fan of number 2. Yes, he's hitting. Yes, he's getting on base, but he's a double play waiting to happen every single time. Moncada had a good game today, but he's not consistent enough to have Shanaway in front of him. But don't worry, guys. If we ever need someone to back us up, we have Kevin Newman there, just in case. But we got to switch it around a little bit, man. We need to find a leadoff hitter. We need to get a guy, dedicate him, and that's his role in and out. I'm not 100% with Neto on it. He's struggling up there. You got to move him around. You got to help him succeed. Just like I'll give Washington credit on one thing. Moving Trout down the order is absolutely great. It's great. Pressure's off of him. You don't have to worry about him running so much and everything. And you just let him play his game and do what you can. The stage is not too big. He's not trying to put those RBIs in, or not that he's not trying to. He's not stressed or pressing that he's number 3 hitter. I got to get this guy over. I got to get him in. Number 4 hitter, I'm not getting the RBIs. Lower in the lineup, do his thing, look like the Trout of old. He's first, 20 years old coming up, just get on base, let good things happen. That's what he did today himself. And another thing today, too, everyone's mad about this, Travis Darnold playing. I don't hate it, and I'll tell you guys why. I like Logan O'Hoppe, great hitter overall, but this is the right move here. Travis Darnold is the right guy in. O'Hoppe is costing you strikes at the plate as a catcher right now. Defensively, he's not there. Offensively, he is there. It's either a strikeout or a home run almost right now at this point in time, but this team can't get it gelling together. And who do you look at? Right now, I'm looking at Ron Washington and saying, hey, man, get this team going right now. If you go overall, this team gave up 11 freaking hits after Kendricks is purely dominating this game. Why? Because if you look at it, Kendricks goes out there in the 6th inning. Can't close it out. But in between there, you're going to let him put a 4 spot up before you get Neris in there. And Zephyr John, who's been struggling lately. He has some good outings, good and bad, but to me, he leaves a lot of pitches up. And we're not working these guys. We're not working these guys to make them better. Yes, I understand, guys, he didn't give up any runs prior to today. However, he has been leaving the ball up. You don't always get burned, but after a matter of time, you do. Right? Look at Reed Detmers. Why isn't Detmers in the situation here? We need a guy to stretch out a little bit longer. You don't have Stevenson. It'd be nice to have him in this spot to kind of shut the door. This is where I think you needed David Robertson. This is where you need that Joe Kelly, a Will Smith, a veteran presence to go ahead and come in when something's going wrong and shut it down. Hector Neris kind of felt like he should have been pushed in to the next inning. Why? 10 pitches. Or 6 pitches, excuse me. 6 pitches, and you took him out. You wasted an arm for 6 pitches to bring in another guy. I think you let the hot hand ride. At the same time, you let Jefferson John go 34 pitches as a reliever and struggle out there and get burned and give up the home run. But Kendricks himself, this all comes down to him being overworked. 5 innings is enough. He did his job that day. Gave up 1 run. You turn the page here. And you look at Cleveland's lineup. They just waited us out. That's all they did. Waited us out. Quan, 3 hits, 3 for 5 today. He had a great game. Had that home run. Santana, same thing. Those guys, they have pop. Jose Ramirez. Why the F we're still pitching fastballs to Jose Ramirez? 2 for 3 today. At this point, give him the Aaron Judge treatment. Walk him. Throw him off his game a little bit. I understand, yes, we did walk him twice, but I'm saying every single time right now, that dude's kind of to me, he's a hazard on the base path for them, right? He's a little bit slower. I prefer him on first base instead of rounding the bases like he did today. But anyways, let's go a little controversial here today. I'm going to go with the Nacho Night Award, y'all.
The Nacho Night Award, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Brewheim, a family of beer makers.
Nacho Night, oh yeah, Nacho Night. Pile it up, load it high. Extra shame, all the pride. Grab a fork, take a dive. Diggity's gone, but the cheese survives. It's the Award.
Nacho Night historically goes to the player, the worst player on the team, or for that game. But tonight, the worst person on this franchise, on this team, was Ron Washington. This is not your night tonight because you failed to manage a ball club with a lead and get the right arms out there out of the bullpen. And even when they struggled, you did not get them out in time and a new guy in there to go ahead and fill that role. So Ron Washington, once again, it is you at the Nacho Night. Yes, I know we got buttercups. Yes, it's not 100% on him. The fact that you let Kendrick go out there and struggle, which he usually does. He lets his starting pitcher struggle and try to work out of it. It does not work for this type of guy. 5 ERA, you get him out of there, you get a new guy in there, and you turn the freaking page. Ron Washington's outmanaged yet once again by another manager here. The Guardians are 31-26, and you got outmanaged by them. This was your game to win, and you lost it. So Washington, Nacho Night, and then producer of the stars, go ahead and let's take it away with the Stamos.
All right. Again, the Nacho Night presented by Brewheim, a family of beer makers. Make sure to present HITI when you check out. Get a discount. Now, on to the Golden Stamos presented by Max Market Pros, one of the leaders in effective digital marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, the John Stamos Award.
All right, and the Golden Stamos Award tonight is going to go to Mike Trout. Want to know why it's going to Mike Trout today? Todd's not here. It's my show today, so sorry about that. But he got back on base. He looks like the Mike Trout of old. He's staying within himself. He's taking what's given to him. He has 3 hits and 4 at-bats right there. Good quality at-bats, brought that average back up to over 200, chasing that Mendoza line there. But overall, he looks like the Mike Trout of old to me. He looks like the guy not trying to do too much, just doing his role and his part for that game right there. That's all we can ask of him right now. A lot of us didn't believe he'd come back healthy. I kind of thought he might be out today, but hey, came back today. Looked great to me. He's hitting the ball well. He's driving the ball. And I know Todd talked about this last night too. Guys doing launch angle. Trout's not doing that right now. He's keeping his hands back. He's just driving down on the ball, which is exactly what you want to do. And I don't know if you guys realize this, what Trout does, his secret. He brings his back hip, which is his right hip, to where the pitch is at. Back in his prime, watch those MVP days. He says that here, his MVP days here, his best contact is when his right hip went to the ball. So if the ball was inside, the right hip went, and so did his hands, followed. He's back to that again. So again, I think Mike Trout, hopefully he can keep this up. But for me, that is the player of the game because he did his job. It's not our fault that once again we have been buttercupped by this bullpen who can't seem to figure it out on the inside, let alone Ron Washington himself figuring out who to put in the situations. For me, Zephyr John is not your guy. Again, I'm going to harp on that over and over and over again. What is his role on this team? We don't know. He doesn't have that dedicated role to have a hold there. But to me, I would have used him in the 7th inning, maybe 8th inning type guy. Obviously, he's in the 7th inning here. But for once you get these runners on base, you cannot let him give up 3 hits. You cannot let him give up 3 runs. He's walking guys too. He leaves everything up. You have to see that. But let's go ahead and produce the stars when we get to the comments.
All right. Before we go ahead and get to those real quick, we got one video to play. Ladies and gentlemen, presented by the OC Dugout, your official licensed merchandise. Just walk or go on down there and just mention Halos in the infield and they'll hook you up. It is Buttercup.
Why do you build me up?
Yep, Buttercup. Couldn't hold a fucking lead again. How about that, Rob?
Not shocking, right? Can't hold
Yeah.
the lead and can't outmanage another team.
Angel's gonna angel, right? All right. Moving over to this portion of the show, which is presented by 714 Tickets. 714 Tickets. Go today, or buy today, go tonight, whatever they're saying is. But know this, no hidden fees. What you see at checkout is what you pay. And don't forget, enter the discount code HITI for 10% off your purchase. Now, Saucy leads us off with Spritz O'Clock.
Spritz O'Clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz O'Clock, let's pour some more. Spritz O'Clock, let's pour some more. Spritz O'Clock, let's pour some more.
Yeah,
Saucy leading us off there with that.
it's
That's-
always Spritz O'Clock. Like it says, win or lose, pop a top, bitches. Right, guy. I'll let you read the comments, brother. You're the host.
Yeah, right guy says buttercupped again, and we absolutely were, man. I know there's some
Yeah.
defensive lapses there, but the bullpen itself too. I mean, you gotta close it down. You gotta
can
shut it down.
say
there.
that again.
Rally Chris says, hey, at least the Angels finished the May 500 record 14-14. One off of his prediction. You know what, Rally? It's not bad, but it's not great at the same time, too. This is how bad it's been for the Angel fans, is that we're okay with mediocrity. This is just a mediocre team. This is mediocrity right here. This team could be great, but you got to put everything together. You need some role players here and there. You need to make the right moves to get guys in, not a Chris Taylor. And God, if we get Austin Barnes, they're going to burn that stadium down. But you got to be smart about this, too. And another thing, this is how buttercup we are, too. I'm going to throw this to the GM, too. Chucky Robinson was brought up for the Angels just in case Logan O'Hoppe was out with concussion protocol. O'Hoppe passes all the tests. Chucky Robinson is brought back down to the minors, passed through waivers. The Dodgers grabbed him. So now we're without a AAA catcher. Only the Angels would do something like this without fully going through the whole test with O'Hoppe to see if he's okay to play, or just going with one game, possibly without a backup. Timer 20 says, why can't these pitchers get 3 straight outs? And with WTF, the whole point of having challenges, New York always going to call is wrong. Yeah, you know what? New York has never gone the Angels' way, even some blatant calls. And I'm going to have to agree there with them about these pitchers. Why can't they pitch for 3 outs? Like I just said in the opening, why can't Neris go a little bit longer there? Why don't we stretch guys? We want to stretch a starter out who's clearly struggling, who's done a great job in 5 innings, only giving up the solo home run, a Han Solo to Jose Ramirez, which I don't know why you're pitching to him at that point around, because that was what, 2nd time or 3rd time around the order? That's the time that Jose Ramirez kind of gets a little lock on these guys. I don't mind walking him in that point in time. Put a run on first base. It's Jose Ramirez. And Darnell's supposed to be a better defensive catcher. Throw him out if he tries to steal. Let's make a play. Let's play some baseball. You know what I mean? Some strategy behind this, but we only have strategy when we play the Yankees, but then we don't execute offensively. So let's see what else we got here.
I think
You
Dan's
fixed the mess.
capping on us. Podcast gets buttercup too. I think they missed Todd. They missed the good looking Todd.
They must, man. Damn. So what's in store? Jesus says, what's in store for our Halos the month of June? Well,
One more
Jesus.
losing.
Producer of the Stars doesn't like the odds so far.
It was looking good, man, and then they fucking lost 5 straight. I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro?
Honestly, I still think it comes down to the guy getting the Nacho Night Award. It comes down to Washington actually managing. I mean, look at yesterday. How hard is it to manage yesterday? Is it? Did he do anything special? Did he call a hit and run? Did he steal bases? Did he have to make a drastic pitching change? No, the game was pretty much in hand for him, right? He doesn't outmanage guys here and there. He picks and chooses when. Like, I thought he did a great job on Wednesday night versus the Yankees. So it's hard to say what's in store for this team. But you want to know where you can check that, Jesus? check out these podcasts throughout the week. These guys will tap into it. You have Todd Fernando. You have the Halo Hold Down going on too. If you want to know what's going on around the league to catch these other teams that we are going to play in June, listen to James right there. He'll give you a little recap of what's going on with these other teams before we play them in the month of June. For me, it's a tough month overall. Why? Because you got to go to New York. You got to play Houston. You play Boston at home. Hot teams. We get stuck with the Nationals, and our luck too. Major League Baseball won't meddle with this, and we'll get like Mackenzie Gore matchup against us. So it's going to be tough. I'm going to go another 500. That's just me.
Rally Chris wants us to check in with Mr. Gavin, so we'll go ahead and do that.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area. How about a yummy tasting nut? If you don't know who I am, what's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area. Spent not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 years covering UCLA sports, specifically.
I don't know who he is, to be honest with you.
Writing articles, conducting interviews, all that good stuff. Crack into a good source of protein with how about a yummy tasting nut? I love the nut. Yummy.
All right,
yummy,
who's up
yummy,
next here?
Had me fired up.
Fired up always gets me.
Booby Bear's mom says, yeah, Trout's at least hitting. Yes, he is. He's looking good so far. I mean, it's just, we hope he can continue this on throughout the rest of the year, but so far, so good. Looks promising. 26 game in June. Nope, it's 13-13. It's 500 rally. We got to turn the page. We're just a mediocre team, bro. We are. We don't have what it takes. We're not making moves. So, I mean, until this franchise takes it serious, already wants to break open that checkbook, it's just going to be a lot of this. We're going to have to rely on guys to overcome some hurdles here and there, but today couldn't do it. Mario says, just checking in real quick before starts with Blue Front. Okay, yeah. Hey, yeah, Mario, it's again, Buttercup. But then you look at this, and Randy, our producer stars, you tell me, Brogdon has been pitching pretty great, right? Why don't we put him in a high-stress situation for once? Why are we letting him off easy? Like, oh, hey, game, we kind of think it's out of hand a little bit. You know what I mean? We put this guy in there. We got this guy. This guy from the Dodgers is not. Let's stress this mofo out. Put him in a situation. Let's see what he has. Randy, he's from your area, is he not? Clovis? Right next door.
Literally right next door.
This dude knows how to live in the heat. Let's put him in a hot situation, see what he does. But yeah, it's again, like Randy says, the best. The Angels are going to angel. Saucy says they took an 8-game win streak to be 500 in May. Jesus, this team needs more than 1 or 2 pieces. They do. And, you know, again, this is just exactly a franchise that's in turmoil. We can't go to AAA. We can't go to the minor leagues or AA and check out Dominic's show for around the league, and he'll tap into this more. We don't have those guys. We have one maybe here or there. Yeah, we have Christian Moore, but do you want to start his clock just yet? Is it really?
Kinda.
Is he? But is he going to make a difference? I don't think he does. Is he going to help your bullpen not blow a front and lead? No. But what does it do? It starts his clock. There's a lot around here. Yeah, here and there could help out maybe, but a lot of it's our pitching. Granted, like I know the Yankee series, it was our hitting, timely hitting coming up. But if it's one guy struggling, I find it hard to believe this kid is not going to at least struggle a little bit here and there too with hitting. He might give us a little boost, but not all the time, man. I don't see it. I think this kid's going to be good for us, but let's take our time, or let's go ahead and trade a Rengifo away and get some pieces back to help us in the bullpen over starting pitchers.
Can we do that soon? I mean, shit, every time I hear about Rengifo, oh, he's trade bait. Okay, we'll fucking win.
Yeah, it's I'd rather trade soon too. Everyone's just trying to test the market and see who's out there, but if you execute and you hit that first,
we ain't getting shit for Rengifo anyway. Just get rid of him.
You know what? We should trade Kevin Newman. He's really good. He's been freaking great for us. But yeah, it's something this organization has to tap into. And Booby Mary's mama goes, "Yep, we suck again."
Oh no, we suck.
You know what? I would usually say, yeah, we do, but this is all on the manager, man. This is on Ron Washington. This is a winnable game. You blew a 4-run lead. You got to go ahead and close it out. You got to put the guys in to succeed. And I don't care about the stupid pitch counts and everything else, or who's pitched what days and everything. If you have to, you throw your setup man in there in the 6th or 7th inning. Shut the game down. Let's move on. And if not, you tell Kenley Jansen, I need you to go 8-9 today. I need to win this game. We win this game, we win this series, and that's the whole goal here. Now we have to go to a river match game on Sunday and try to win this game. Or try to win the series, excuse me. Wilbur says another game we should have won. Absolutely, it was. The Angels' grandma, Joe Adell, is alive. 3 singles yesterday, 2-run home run today. Angels' grandma, he is. For me, I like Joe Adell. Don't get me wrong. He shows these glimpses here and there, but he's not consistent enough. He needs a lot of work still, and I don't think we have what it takes to provide for him. I'll be dead honest. I don't know if you guys feel that way in the comments too, but I don't think this team's really helping him overall. I don't think the coaching staff's helping him overall. This dude, he'd probably be another Brandon Marsh when he goes to the Phillies. Granted, I know Marsh is struggling now. Joe Adell has the tools. We're not utilizing him properly.
A lot better coming in the league than fucking Adell was.
He was, but right now, who's more promising? I think Joe Adell's more promising than Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh is going through the struggle bus. Joe Adell provides pop. He's figured it out defensively. He has a good arm. We have to help him out some way, somehow.
I would like to see him get hot, and I would love to fucking trade him straight up.
I would love to see this dude at leadoff, to be honest with you. I think he sees a lot of pitches. I think he sees them very well, too. I think he can work the count if you give him that job, right? If you let him know that's your role. I like it. That's my hot take there. If you guys don't like it, listen to Todd next time. Just kidding. Said, no, guys, that's not it. Whoever is pushing the buttons, the show said it started. I got an alert. It said the show was deleted by the user. You know what? That's my fault.
What?
That's my fault.
Deleted? I'll beat someone's ass. Todd is sabotaging us. We're taking his job.
That's my fault. I did. Guys, I'm technology challenged. I think I hit it and I closed it. I was trying to get on, and producer of the Stars had to send me the link and how to do it and everything. Yeah, Plus, I'm a little hyped up to high school.
I was watching an old interview from an old country artist I used to listen to back in the day, and I lost track of time. I was like, oh shit, it's 5:16 already.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to log on. I don't know what I was
Todd, I'm almost certain this is Todd, unless it's Maddie. Let me know in the comments there, GTC. But there you go, sir.
Disappointing that we lost the lead today. Had a good hitting early and then stopped being patient and stopped going the other way. Absolutely. No, we did. We don't take what's given to us much. We were doing that today. Trout's doing that. Been doing that a lot lately, coming off the bench. And you know what? I think the hitting plan changes when they go ahead and start changing their pitches around. And I don't know why, but that's what we do here. I mean, Chad Smith, is it Chad Smith? The setup man? Cade Smith. That kid's electric. But he struck out a lot of guys. But you're right. If you go him with Logan Allen, you start taking those pitches the other way, take what's given to you. And that goes back to that back hip, like I was saying with Trout. And you guys, hey, trust me, look this up. What's his name? Freaking the giant. Will Clark. Will Clark talks about this. And he says, Todd says it's me at the dinner table watching you guys.
Hope he's
hungry, man. You think it's
like,
thong on?
I'm at the dinner table. Got the family.
He's putting the rally thong on, and hopefully they break the curse.
Yummy tasting nut.
You got to do that. Hey, when you're in a rut, man, you should see what these guys do. You'd be surprised. But anyway, hey, Will Clark, there's a video out there, and I hope he posts it. We'll post it one day if I can figure out how to do it. But it talks about that back hip and get rid of the launch angle. But Trout looks like he's doing that. But in order to take the ball the other way, you have to throw your back hip, whether it's your right or left, depending what hitter you are, towards that ball. It helps bring your hands through the zone and take it the other way. But yet Johnny Washington can't figure that out. I wonder why.
We got two Washingtons on this staff that are dumber than a box of fucking rocks, dude.
Him and Ron, it's just not. Ron was good. And now this is my hot take on this too. Ron was good in Texas, but look what he had. He had stars. He had a built team. He had a franchise that had pitching. They had freaking everything.
Brother,
I question his abilities.
Brother, I stand by what I said the other night in the post game. Like, I really think Ron Washington took this gig knowing the Angels were going to suck. He knows he didn't have shit here. He had Mike Trout and a bunch of other motherfuckers, and realized, you know what? I got a chance to, for a couple more years, manage as a manager here in the big leagues, make some big bucks, and go out on top as a manager rather than some secondary fucking coach. Even though he was in a good organization like Atlanta, at least he gets to go out on top as a manager and not some fucking third base coach. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel Ron Washington doing. And in Perry Manias's, well, I wouldn't say defense, but the way he would look at it is, I went out and got a proven guy, from a world championship team. Like, come on, motherfucker. Like, who are you kidding? The way you guys, it's like, well, first of all, you basically shot yourself in the foot because you went and got an old school fucking manager to come fucking run shit the way you want to do things, the new school way. Ain't gonna work, and it's proven it 2 fucking years since he's been here. It doesn't work. It's been like that with all the fucking managers. Every manager we've had here seems to kind of have an old school approach and has to butt heads with this general manager because he wants to do the new school way. And that's why we're never going to fucking get anywhere until the general manager, or we get a general manager that wants to do old school fucking shit, or go out and get a motherfucker who's going to manage the new school way. Jesus Christ, it's not that fucking hard. Quit hiring old school guys if you're going to fucking manage that way, dude. Seriously.
I agree, but then to that point there, who wants to come here? No, there's nobody who wants to come here. It's not a desirable job. You have to go get your Torrey Hunter. You got to go get your Albert Pujols type coach, the guys who actually want to be here.
We're not
doing that. We're trying to get someone who's proven all stuff.
You're taking flyers on first time guys. I mean, I even hate when people say that. I'm notorious for fucking calling people out because every manager's got to get a start somewhere. Mike Scioscia got his fucking. I'm granted he had some coaching, in the minors and stuff with the Dodgers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but managers got to get their fucking start somewhere, man. So
and some guys just got to
be a first time guy. Just make sure he's on the same page as the GM. That's all you gotta fucking do, dude. It's real simple, and they're making it fucking rocket science.
It is, but then you look at this and you see what look what the Padres said, right? The Padres' old GM said, "Hey, we had this trade done with Ohtani. We were going to give him Mackenzie Gore, C.J. Abrams up, Dylan Cruz. Was it Dylan Cruz? There's a couple guys, and you look at it, and hey, we may have included. No. Cease was the White Sox. This is before.
Okay.
All these moves, they were done. This was all done, and you would have included Jackson Merrill in there too, 6 guys for one dude, but yet it gets kiboshed by Artie. And why? And it's just a franchise that's failing, and it's hard for these managers to get on the same page with the GM when the GM can't even get on the same page with the freaking owner, because the freaking owner wants to blow a game like today. If I'm the owner, I'm watching this over and over again. I'm watching that Santana home run, the solo. Was it a 2-0 count, and he floats a freaking changeup down the middle? The f is that? Same thing with was it Kwan's home run as well too? Or no, Ramirez, excuse me. Ramirez home run, 2-0 count. Stop floating freaking pitches down the middle. Throw a fastball on the outside. If you walk them, freaking walk them. I even think Kwan's was floated too. Those pitches are all 2-0 counts where the pitcher's out of it right there, and you try to get me over breaking ball, and you get crushed. Zephyr John, 15 there's 2 outs each time. Come on. If you walk the guy, it doesn't hurt. There's 2 outs. Put the guy on freaking first base. Let him steal second base. Who cares? It's freaking 2 outs. Just like how Kenley Jansen does. I don't care. Go to third base. I'm going to get the hitter out at the plate. I can care less about you. That's the attitude we need to have. That's the freaking grit a veteran presence brings. That's what we don't have in this freaking bullpen. And yet, Ron Washington can't pull this out of those guys, too. And Barry Enright cannot pull this out of his pitchers. Yeah, Juan's pitch was a 2-0. I'm watching right now, bottom 6th inning, 2 outs, 2-0 count. Who cares? 85 pitches in. Don't throw a get-me-over breaking ball to make it a 5-4 game. Why? What does that do for you? You're just blowing the lead. That has to be. And Hendricks, you got to be better. You're a veteran there. You know better than that. You throw something low and away, something questionable on the strike zone, on the edge, on the block. I don't care whatever you want to call it. You don't throw a get-me-over pitch like that. But yet, here we are. Freaking post-game talking about this shit again, but we all see it, but these guys can't. Are you freaking kidding me? All right. Stranger says, still trying to figure out why Kingery didn't play, knowing I think he had a good Friday. He was tired. Yeah, that's probably why. Dude, to get to wash his head. You know what it was? Moncada's back, right? They want to keep Renjifo. They're trying to jumpstart that bat. They may try to trade him. And you got to kind of just like in basketball, let a shooter shoot. And you put him out there to see what he can do, see if he has any value to it, too. And I don't agree with it as well. I do think we should start getting some type of a lineup going where it's somewhat consistent, where these guys can get in the groove. I absolutely agree with you. But there's no question. Then to get in Ron Washington's mind, it'd be lucky, man. It'd be, I won't say I'll get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble here. Never mind. You can't get in his mind, right? It's just like I tell my wife all the time, I can't read your mind. I can't get in your mind because I'm going to be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't tell me I said that. Hold on. Make sure she can't be behind me. Make sure I didn't say that. A stranger says tomorrow Trout should be batting third or cleanup. I'm gonna I see what you're saying statistically, how he's been hitting right now. You could say that. I'd say no right now. Because for some odd reason he changes his approach in those situations. there. He tries to become a guy who tries to drive the ball to the gaps with power and all that stuff instead of being that role player and being the guy who is aging, who is ailing with injuries, and get on base and do anything to help your team out. I like him down where he's at too. I feel like the pressure, the weight's been lifted off his shoulders. Just like Ohtani said, and I fucking hate sorry, excuse my language. Freaking hated this comment that he made to media. And it's becoming true lately. Because freaking Artie Moreno can't see this. But he said, I struck out so much on the Angels because I felt like I needed to do everything. I felt like I needed to be the guy to go ahead and elevate the team. So I always had to swing as hard as I could to try to hit a home run, try to be that guy. I think Trout feels the same way. He won't openly say it. He's a class act. Ohtani's kind of a piece of crap for saying that. To be honest, like going and bashing your former team, it's pretty much telling that your former teammates that you weren't shit. Right? End of the day. That's how I take it. Pretty sure. What do you think about that? That's how I took that. I mean, am I crazy? You guys let me know in the comments too. Am I crazy thinking that? If someone calls me out there and you're my teammate, F you. I'm buzzing one by your head, or I'm going to the pitcher that day. You throw right at his head when we play him next time.
Oh yeah, we going unwritten baseball rule status there, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you do not show up your former team whatsoever.
No.
If not, you buzz that freaking tower.
I mean, if you went out on a sour note, maybe like I get it, but like, dude, you're beloved in fucking Anaheim. Mike Trout was one of your best buddies. I mean, Patrick Sandoval was one of your best buddies when he was here. Like, you were
David
fucking,
Fletcher,
you were a fucking god here, dude. And to turn around and maybe talk some shit, like, fuck you, pal.
Yeah, and you strike out in the Dodgers just enough. Don't say it's just us, because that lineup's freaking stacked.
Yeah,
and you still some arrogant swings, but that's just me.
But speaking of arrogant swings and being stacked, we got a request here from Artie Sucks. Can you play the Wiener song? I sure can. As soon as I play this, I probably should have played this earlier after we lost.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Wiener, 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 next to another wiener, 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 two wieners alongside yet another wiener, wiener party, party salty, wieners nice and soft, non-erect wieners.
All right, that's enough of our wieners.
And
we are officially caught up, brother. So we can keep going or we can end the show right here. It's up to you, Mr. Host.
I'm gonna go on with my rant. Well, by the way, that song there, that's hard one to explain to a.
We got another request. We might as well play it. I guess. I'm surprised Dan Rios hasn't called for it. If he didn't, I missed it. I apologize.
I think he left. I think he said he was leaving.
He said, "Fuck these guys."
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny and me love you long time.
Apparently, Rally Chris is horny and he loves us long time.
Yeah, I saw Todd said in that comment, we can still take the series tomorrow, which absolutely we can. We can absolutely take that series tomorrow. It would have been nice to end May on a good note. For me overall, but tomorrow it's a struggle game for me, man.
It's all about the
10-40
series,
game.
He's got a point.
No, it is. If Quanwood's going, he's going against Williams there. The matchup's pretty much the same. The ERAs are up there. Everything innings pitch wise. Quanwood gets a little more hits. Williams gets a lot of strikeouts. But for me, that's 10-40 games back east. Those mess with these guys. I feel like, especially a rookie Quanwood, I don't think it never plays into our favor playing early, right? 10-40, 7-40 yard time, or is it 10-40 yard time?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, these early games for us never work out well. That's what I feel for me. Team's coming kind of flat right now. That's a bad way to go out. We didn't hit.
Are we coming right back home?
No, we go to Boston. We go to Boston before.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, if we had to turn around and come back to fucking the West Coast, I'd have been like, oh, shit.
Yeah, they come home after the Boston series, right? They got to travel day on Thursday. Okay. Got an early game on Wednesday at 10 a.m. and then versus Boston that day. And then we go ahead and come back here and face off Seattle, which is a big series for us overall. So this series, I mean, this is huge for us to win tomorrow. Absolutely. This is almost, I hate to say it's early and everyone's going to clown me for it, but it's a playoff. This is a playoff atmosphere for us now. This division is going to be a mess right now. I think Seattle's still losing right now, currently. I don't know what inning they're in, but they're down. I want to
win this division. I don't even give a fuck how shitty it is. I don't even care if we get swept in the first round of the playoffs. I just want to win the division. Fuck it.
stink. It's gonna be like that.
At least
right?
we can say. At least we have something to celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you look at it's gonna be like the NFC South, right? We're gonna have a 500 team win it and type thing. You're like, how the hell this team make?
Or you could be like
the.
Oh God, what was it? The 2009 or 2010 Seahawks that made the playoffs at like 7-9. Didn't they beat the Saints in the first round?
Anyway, next comments up. Strange 26 says, "Fucking guy, man, I feel that earthquake still. That little scale going off." Strange says, "Otani new LA market is more valuable, and I live in 562. That's all I hear is the fucker's name." Yeah, speaking of fuckers, name, fucking Randy had to bring that shit up. But yeah,
Dance
you know
his
what,
daughter's way to his granddaughter's piano recital. And Randy, that night, my son Ricky and I were hammered. They were fucking spritzed.
We're good about time. But a stranger, I live in the 310 area of the South Bay. I'm just right across the bridge from you, from Long Beach over there. So I don't know if you know exactly where, but it's tough, man. I have neighbors here. Everyone's flying the Dodger flag. I go to the store, Dodger hats everywhere. Man, I hear the effort's name all the time. I go to work. Everyone's just touting him. Oh, he's so great. He's so great. But yet, I remind them about the comment that they made. Well, man, we dodged a bullet. The first year he came in spring training, he was struggling, and we played the series here, and every Dodger fan felt the same. Yeah, the LA market's bigger and everything, but this mofo should be in jail. Everyone knows that. We all know why he's not. He brings in $100+ million a year, brings in overseas stuff.
Is it any coincidence that all of a sudden, I mean, I guess it's a lifetime ban they want to say, but I mean, they let, what's his name? Pete Rosen. Yeah.
Pete Rose, show. I don't know if you guys caught it, but there's James and I did that episode on Around the League, and he asked what I thought about it. And I said that they were just preparing us for a big name player who bets and gambles to make the Hall of Fame. So we had to go ahead and let Rosen, because how are you going to let Otani in?
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Boyer hit the guy, the bookie was doing it. He gets sentenced later this week, I believe, right? And it's funny how David Fletcher is not the prosecutor whatsoever. And I don't know if this was true, and I read something. I was trying to follow up to see if it was factual, that Ipe never reported to prison.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if everyone else saw that too.
Did you send it to me?
I think I might have sent it to you.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for it, but I can't find any records of him, right? Is he in prison? Nothing. But very interesting to see. Yeah, it's I think this little ban on betting and everything was taken off because it's gonna come out, dude. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, when you make $30 million a year, it's easy to know $5 million. It's easy to see $5 million gone and not really notice it. No, it's not, guys. There's taxes. Federal government takes it. State of California takes it. So out of that 30 million, what he's making maybe 15, and out of that 15, you don't notice $5 million gone, a third of your profit. I don't buy it whatsoever.
It's not like he had $700 million at the time.
Yes, exactly. David Fletcher is a part of this too. And let's look at Otani's contract beforehand. Before we started paying him, he was like $6 million.
His last year, believe it or not, it was the weirdest thing because he was going through arbitration, and all of a sudden, it's like I don't know if they like doubled or tripled his arbitration. But I remember going in, I was like, okay, you probably get like 16 million or whatever, almost 20 million, and they end up giving him fucking 30. I'm like, what the hell?
In good faith, they did that in good faith
for fucking what? Good faith of what?
The hope they thought they're going to resign him. They honestly thought they're going to resign him.
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm thinking, Artie's like, you know what, fucking, we'll make him feel good. We'll give him some bucks or whatever, but we're not going to re-sign him. Maybe we'll make the fans think it, we'll make them think it.
I think at the time
we're going to sell the fucking place.
He's delusional, man. Hey, a lot of those players though, they're hoping for loyalty. But let's see.
Apparently pianos recitals are more important than the post game. I'm just kidding.
Todd has his.
Have a good night, Danny.
Todd, can you put that cell phone number up so we can call him, please? I'm kidding. Let's see.
Let's see. Rally Chris says, right now the Mariners and Houston are tied for first. Rangers in second place, 3.5 back, and we're in fourth place, 4.5 back. So that series versus the Mariners on June 6th through 8th and the A's 9th through 11th is very huge.
It is, and that's going to kind of determine right where you stand. It's going to kind of, I hate to say this.
Don't we suck in Houston?
Like we do, but historically we suck in Cleveland as well, right? We haven't fared
Yeah,
well
that's true.
there, and we didn't fare well today, but today was a winnable game. But freaking banners have a guy on third base, no outs. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this is going to decide. This next series coming up is going to decide: are you going to be contenders, or are you pretenders? You're going to start selling, right? You got to buy or sell. The problem is we can't buy much because we don't have the capital to do so. We don't have the, you know what I mean, capital. We don't have the prospects to trade away. And I'll be damned if we trade Christian Moore. Like Caden Dana, however, might be worth a trade depending who you get. That's just me. I don't know. I don't like that we're using this guy. I don't think we're faring well with him. We're not reaching him on a level which we should be. It's not the right fit right now. And I hate to say it that way because that's the only real prospect we have pitching wise, but we do need a couple more than just him, right? We need some arms to the bullpen. We need some guys a little bit more ready today because we don't have much to turn to and we're not getting the free agents.
That's another reason why I just have no faith in this team's future right now is because even the fucking farm system just looks like bare bones, dude. Like there's nothing there.
Yeah. And again, check out Dominic's show. He'll talk more about that. But you guys, I mean, who's blowing the socks off, right? I feel like every time you look at the Dodgers, they throw someone up there. There's 3 or 4 prospects that can be in the major leagues today, but there's not enough room because the all-star power they have. Their managers are throwing guys up there. Then you go to freaking Padres. They have guys. The Athletics. I know they lost today, but they have guys. Look what they pulled out, that Jacob Wilson kid from the farm system. Anywhere else, he's not in the major leagues. Any other organization he's with, he doesn't play. Maybe the Angels. But if it's not the Angels, the Rays, I don't think he'd be playing. Dude's hitting 345. That's what we're lacking here. That's what this team's lacking. And then you're lacking a manager who knows how to properly use their guys to facilitate everything. But it's fucking organization's a mess. It is a freaking mess. It's driving me insane. But what do you guys think? Are we sellers? I say trade Nelson Rada. No. Wasn't Nelson Rada like 19 years old? I know Dana's 20, but we have an outfield problem. And the reason why you don't trade Nelson Rada is because Taylor Ward's a free agent. I'll be damned.
Yeah, I say if we're gonna trade, if we're gonna be sellers at the deadline, it's got to be these older guys that are already at the major league level, like Taylor Ward and whatnot. It has to be. I mean, you eventually got to start keeping some of this young talent in the minor league system to try and fucking develop. And we need prospect guy that just got done saying it.
Yeah. That's why I'm a big believer. Don't bring up Christian Moore. I think we're just fine right now until we do something to run Hifo. But even then, we have Kingery.
Yeah.
They should call it Moreland and play out the season regardless of what Solero, Odell, and Hifo are hitting this. I agree. With part of that. I don't agree with Moore. We have Kingery. We have Newman. Those contracts we're stuck with, guys. We have to play those guys. You know what I mean? It sucks. We're going to have to bite the bullet here and there, and it's going to be a little struggle. But you cannot bring Moore up right now just for a half season to not contend. Unless you get a huge return back for Soler, Rengifo, Odell, and Ward. But it's tough for me, man. You got to keep some guys in the minors. You got to let them develop a little bit. I don't think it's his time yet. If Kingery plays as well as he did, there's no need for Christian Moore, right? If Newman ever figures out how to hit the ball, / play defense every once in a while, it's just tough. We're stuck with that. $6.5 million contract for 2 years, right? This year and the next. It's just we have to start thinking long term because Zach Neto is on year 3 or year 4?
Oh no, it's like year 3, I think.
We have 2 more years control. We have year 4, year 5, right? Same thing with Hoppy. Our young guys, same thing with Shannowell, right? We're coming up on this control. So if we keep bringing these guys up and we miss these times to control, we don't have the next step, which is a step we're currently in now, right? We don't have those guys to fill in those gaps, and that's just me. More unless Moore's hitting the socks out of the ball versus major league pitching, but it's tough to read. And in Salt Lake, man, Salt Lake, that ball flies.
It's a hitter.
The hitter part.
It's a hitter's league.
So for me, it's just you use what you have. I think there's other guys there. I'd rather even see Kyron Paris come up back again, play the infield before I bring up Christian Moore. But you got to trade. But that's with trading. You trade Soler, you trade Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward's gonna be highly sought out after. I think the Padres really want him. There's a couple teams that can use him as well too. If the Reds ever make a push, I think they can use an outfielder like him too. And he's pretty versatile in the way. Granted, I know he's not great defensively, but he's not bad. He's not the worst.
You didn't see that elite defense out there on display today?
That Fresno State defense, I did see that.
Damn right, baby.
Hey, but there's teams though, right? There's teams around that can use them. The Giants can use them.
Oh yeah,
Arizona. I mean, there's a lot.
I would say
that can
most
get-
contenders that need an outfielder will be in on Taylor Ward for sure.
Yeah.
We probably pick
So-
up a couple of guys for him. Probably. Well, I'm sure there's going to be some
Prospect-wise.
competition.
And that's it. I think we're Perry Cooks, guys. I think this is where Perry really does well in that trade.
He's
I think
fucking better.
He's won that O'Hoppe trade, hands down, right? Brandon Marsh is on the struggle bus, hardcore. Logan O'Hoppe's on his way to be one of the better catchers in baseball, but he's got to start figuring out defensively. We're talking about this. I said this earlier. I don't think he's doing well defensively. That's why he's on the bench a lot lately with these pitchers, especially these veterans. You get Kendricks out there, you get a Kikuchi out there. They want a guy that they know they can throw that ball in the dirt and it's going to stay there in the dirt or bounce up in front. It's not going to go past him. O'Hoppe's kind of struggling that way, and he took that strike away last night, right? I think from Jansen too. That could be bad, right? That's a 1-run lead. You give up the run, it's high game. So, I mean, he has some stuff to work on. He's working on offensively. I like to see him work on some stuff defensively. And he will. He'll get there, guys. I think he'll get there. That's just me.
Kyle Hendricks sucks.
He,
I just had to get that in there.
you know what? Yes and no. And I'll say this. Kyle Hendricks, he's bad long-term. 5 innings limit. Do what Mike Scioscia did. Aaron Seeley limit. Or let's turn him to the bullpen. Because how many games has he been good the first 2 innings? And then the 3rd inning he unravels. The 4th inning, the 5th, today, the 6th. But he gets you through his little stopgaps. I think he could try to be a reliever. If you transition him, he's 35 on a 1-year deal. Let's try to make something out of him there. I'd rather see
I
Reed.
didn't realize he was that old.
He's my age, man. He's not old.
Damn. In baseball terms.
No. Baseball years. He's got some years on him, right?
It's like if I was in baseball, I'd be like Ricky, what was it? A Moyer from back. Jamie Moyer.
Oh, Jamie Moyer.
I'm older than that guy was when he retired. He was like,
I think you're going to say Ricky Henderson. As I said, I didn't think you're that fast.
Oh, faster. The mouth.
Couple shades lighter. But Rally Chris says,
Just a little
stop,
bit.
Stop. Don't get me started, Randy. Don't get me started. Rally Chris says, Manners are like us. They had runners on first and third, and didn't score 3-2. Their 3-game losing streak.
Don't you ever compare to those cocksuckers?
Yes, no, but you know what their Manners have? They have depth. They have a minor league system. They have pitching. They have arguably the best starting pitching staff in baseball right now. In my
That's
opinion.
why I said don't compare us to us. We suck.
Yeah, they're like us here and there, but they're mounds ahead at the same time. But
That fucking bothers me to even hear, dude. I hate like that. Like when it comes to division rivals, like I fucking hate Seattle, dude, with a passion.
just Seattle?
Yeah, I hate Seattle. Fuck them.
Hate
Always
Texas,
have.
man. Fucking hate
Nah,
Texas.
they're a close second. A's are right there tied with the Rangers, but it's Seattle, man. I just hate those bastards because their fans talk so much shit for being a team
They
that
do.
ain't done shit ever.
No
They're
rings.
like no rings that still talk about the fucking 114 wins they got in 2001. Congratulations. Didn't even end in a fucking World Series fucking appearance, you assholes.
Yep.
Shut up already.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah. They should have won the World
It's true.
Series that year. Them stupid bastards.
They should have. You know what though? Their pitching let them down there in the end, right? They kind of have a similar situation where we did. They shouldn't. Their bullpen couldn't turn it over to anybody. They didn't have any gap between the 6th and 7th inning to get to the setup and closer. That's what killed them.
Yeah.
We're in the same situation right now. If everything's firing all cylinders, guys, and I'll be honest with you, even today, if Hendricks goes 6 right there, you have Neris go 7 maybe. Zephyr John's still coming into the game. He still could probably give up those 3 runs. There's no bridge to get to Jansen, and that's where Stevenson steps in, but he's hurt again. You can't rely on a guy coming off Tommy John. Todd said it the best yesterday. It never feels the same, and I'm talking experience. It does not feel the same. You might think you feel a strain here. It might be there. It might be the back of the elbow. It was his bicep, right, his shoulder.
Yeah.
It's never the same. The body feels weird, but then sometimes that's just how it's going to be. End of the day, right? There can be no strain. They'll call it a strain, right? Just to put you on the IL a little bit because they can't find anything wrong with it. Or they call it
Hangnail.
just, yeah, when they say discomfort, a hangnail, it's some BS thing they use to get you in the IL, get somebody else in, and kind of let you relax and figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's like for me, my right arm's shorter than my left. That's my
What a freak.
my issue. Yeah. But that's, you know what I mean? There's like little things like that. It's here and there.
Strange 26 says the only batter I don't stress is Shanuel. For being 23. The guy has good discipline. He's not wrong. And I've said this before. Like this kid, I like him at the plate. Like he's got a chance, and he reminds me of a young Bobby Abreu, man. Like he has a chance to be one of them real patient major league fucking hitters, dude. So no, assholes, we're not trading him if you try to put that in the comments.
You know what? Though I agree. My issue with Shanuel is as great as he is as a hitter, he lacks two things for me. He lacks the power right now, and then for a guy who hits for average, he lacks the speed. It's kind of like I need you to pick one, bro. I need you. Are you gonna bulk up, be a power hitter? You're great at the plate. You see the ball well. If you're not, let's slim down. Let's get some speed on you. Let's work on that in the offseason. We got to pick one. Being mediocre right in the middle, where he's at right now, too. I don't know why I just did that on the camera, by the way. But being mediocre right in the middle, like how he's doing, is not working for me. I need one or the other. Are you a power hitter? Be a power hitter. Let's bulk up. Let's add some muscle. Get in the offseason. Hit that weight room hard. I like to see anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds of muscle added on, too. Slim down a little bit here and there. And let's see if you can go for more power. Or let's slim down completely and work on our speed. Right? Let's get those legs moving a little bit more. Let's hit some speed drills. That's me. Overall, I do think he is good. I don't stress with him for 23. He's pretty great hitter, great discipline, very mature. But I want to see him turn the page. That's an organization with a plan. That's somebody here we're gonna hear. We're investing this into you. I need you to do this for me. Are you on board with us? Yes or no? But yet the Angels don't have that. We don't have that system in which we're trying to build, make you better. We're relying on these hitters to do it themselves. Hell, Tyron Paris had to go out and get his own hitting coach to figure it out. Zach Neto with that toe tap. When did he get that? Was that the Angels doing it? I don't think it was. I think he went and sought outside help. This organization is struggling based off that. They don't have people within to build and grow their own players. And a youth guy,
Taylor Ward has his own kind of
hitting coach
guy he works with. Yeah, guy went
to Trout and Ward go together.
Former teammates in college.
So that's the problem for me. This organization is not developing beyond. These guys have to seek outside help.
Yep,
shouldn't happen that way.
That's
should not happen
everything
that way.
You need to know about this fucking franchise, dude.
But Strange, I agree. I like Shanuel at the plate for 23. He's pretty great, but I like to see him turn the page and figure out what he's going to do. You got to be one or the other. Yaz, what do you think about that?
What's that?
Either, hey, let's one or the other this offseason. Let's bulk this kid up, or let's say, hey, let's slim down and add some speed on you.
You know, like I said, I like the kid, but you do make a great point there. I mean, you can be a good hitter, but like we gotta find a spot for you in the lineup at that point. I mean, but you can't put you in the middle because you got no pop. Can't put you at the leadoff because you got no speed. Can't even put you down there at the fucking ninth because you got no speed. So it's either you got to shed some pounds, try to get a little lighter so you can be a little faster out on the pass, or you got to bulk up, take some steroids, and fucking start hitting some home runs.
You know what? At this point, guys, and you guys could hate on me for this anyways, I'd rather see a guy like an Anthony Rendon come back and take steroids. At least you're freaking trying. At least you want to be better.
Oh, they're leaving in droves. Oh, 40, 20, 30. Okay, we got nobody watching no more.
Yeah, probably not. But would you rather see that? At least the guy freaking cares. Not this BS. I don't really care about baseball. Like those guys taking steroids, I don't agree with it 100%. But at the end of the day, those guys trying to keep a job. They're trying to be successful. They're trying to grow a little bit more. Is it cheating? Everyone's doing it some way.
If you want to take steroids, you want to take steroids, go for it. It ain't my fucking body. If we win it,
someone's doing it somewhere.
Steroids, well, then fucking start triple dosing. I don't give a fuck.
I almost believe, and you guys can tell me I'm wrong, tell them blue in the face, I don't care. I believe almost every major leaguer is taking some sort of performance enhancing ones. You don't have to be big. Look at Jurickson Profar. Look at D. Gordon.
There's no
those
way
guys
the guys have bodies just from working out alone like that, dude.
Yeah. Or
like Trout, when he was at his biggest these last couple of years, there's no way that's just working out, bro. No fucking way. I don't care if it's a fucking like a pound of creatine a day. It's still enhancement. Every fucking athlete does it.
I'm gonna call Ohtani out on this dude. This dude has pop. This dude's working out hard day in and day out. Then he's going and throwing at the same time, and he's still yet be successful hitting wise and running bases. You're on something, bro. I don't know what.
You know what? I bet you they find something in him, and they'll be like, "Oh no, you know what? Let's make it legal."
Yeah, hey, pretty much. It's like gambling's now legal.
Ohtani's going to be the spokesman for FanDuel.
He's going to take over.
Ohtani.
After he's done, he's going to have some little issues there. If there's a little roid use, he's going to have to do what Frank Thomas does: eugenics. He's going to get a test booster here and there, but that's just me. See, Raleigh Chris says that Winker guy. Remember him, especially those Seattle fans for talking and wasting careers. Look at them. Raleigh, can't talk about wasting careers, man. We cannot.
No, I think he's talking about Mariners fans are, they're quick to tell us how we fucking wasted a couple of Hall of Fame careers. I was like, can we go down the fucking list of fucking careers that the Mariners have wasted? Starting with one of the biggest ones, Ken Griffey. Oh, yeah, King Felix. Oh, Ichiro Suzuki. Motherfuckers, please. We can do this all fucking day. That's why I hate that fucking franchise. They're fans. Like, if Seattle didn't have, if their fans weren't the way they were, I wouldn't even give a shit about the Seattle Mariners. Because who needs to give a shit about them? They fucking suck most of the time. Usually it's the fucking Oakland A's or the goddamn Texas Rangers for me. But then, for like the last, I would say 10 years at least, these fucking Mariners fans have just started all of a sudden becoming God's gift to baseball. It's like, fuck you. Are you?
Success.
Do you even know who you fuckers are? Are you new?
Yeah.
What the hell?
No, I agree. Hey, Raul Ibanez had to leave. He had to go find his rings with Philly.
Oh, everyone there's another one. Raul Ibanez. Who's the other? Who was their longtime guy? The one that fucking Weaver didn't like.
Oh, it was Seager.
Seager, yeah.
I don't know. I forget his name. Not Corey. Hey, the biggest one for me, Edgar Martinez. You guys wasted that career. I don't fucking hear about it. One of the best DHs of all time. Talk about that shit. Drives me insane. Randy Johnson had to go elsewhere to go win rings. I think he won two.
Yep.
Kyle.
Then they traded what's his name? Rodriguez.
Yeah, but Pete, after they whipped him like Seabiscuit and threw him out to freaking wolves. You know, Raleigh, you're right. Screw Seattle fans, man. They suck. They
thought they were cooking when they brought Robinson Cano on board.
That was the best. You're absolutely right. They did. And
I even said I go watch. He's gonna suck there. He's there for the money and sure shit.
Well, they took Sean Figgins away. That was the absolute best. I was laughing so hard at them because he won his ring. He went up there, got paid, and you guys couldn't develop crap. And that guy was going to be an all-star.
I told guys they're like, "Fuck, man, they got Figgins." I was like, "Dude," Figgy was good here. I was like, he was showing signs. I was like, there was times you like start scratching your head, like, maybe we don't need to pay this guy when it comes time. And fucking, I go watch. He's gonna go to Seattle. He's gonna take the money. He's gonna fall off, and he fucking sure should do. Like as soon as he got there, pow.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the absolute best.
Kyle, that was his first name.
Okay, yeah, he's Kyle Seager. Get hit by 80-mile-per-hour fastball, cried like a little girl. But
pussy.
He was. But hey, guys, that wraps up for us today. For me, big shout out. Thanks to the producer of the Stars. He does a great job behind the scenes. I couldn't even get this thing started. He got the whole logo up there, but a honk the honk. Mike Trout is back. Mark it, book it. I said it. Talk shit tomorrow when he goes over. I don't care. That dude is looking like the shades of the guy who was MVP, and that's why he's your Stamos tonight. And Ron Washington, he can go choke on a fucking hot dog.
Oh, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow night. Todd should be back, and there's only one way to end the show.
Why do you build me up? But